Welcome to this second part of the AI combat system. The first part we just talked a lot, made some needed chart where I can easily access all the things that I need for this AI combat system. A ver el chat. Oh, Leo, ¿qué tal? Va a continuar haciendo este sistema de AI. Creo que no me falta nada. So to complete the AI system and to start implementing everything that we need, we just need to take in consideration that everything that we put here only has to do with one unit. And in our case, we need someone to control all the enemy units, which we could call like a AI player. And this AI player controls the enemy units. Now, because it controls all the enemy units, this AI player needs to take decisions based on the number of units it has available to them. So that way it can create new strategies. Now, the AI system that I will create will be fairly simple. And the controls that we will create, I want a way to override them because we need a way of showing the player all the rules and the actions and everything that the game entails to the player. And for that specific behavior, we need to make the AI follow instructions. And after a certain time or a certain condition, then we can let it take its own decisions. So, as an added point, I need to find a way to override any type of decisions and just feed it the correct one myself. So must be able to follow and override commands. This way, if in the tutorial I need one unit to attack a specific player unit, I should be able to have a way of doing that. Things that I want to also add for this AI, and here I will be adding a little bit more text. Things that I would like to for the AI to take in consideration is attack only, or well, not only, because I do want it to attack even though it won't deal much damage, but attack the best target. Otherwise, position itself near, or basically set up its next turn, right? Otherwise, move to a better position. And one good tip when you're making AI, first make it super hard. So it takes the best decisions, it takes in consideration the most amount of conditions or whatever it needs. So it's super hard to play against it. And then make it dumber. And by making it dumber, I mean just making it easier. Like make the AI make more mistakes on purpose. Yeah. Just so it's a little bit more fair, right? For because the AI knows everything about the game, it can have access to all the units info. So yeah, it's easier just to make it super hard and then start scaling down the the difficulty. That way also, I mean, if you do it that way, you don't run into the problem that you need to add more code, because if you make your AI super easy, making it harder is actually, well, harder. So we can start here and then we start scaling back the difficulty. So best actions that my player can do in this vertical slice is attack the best target, otherwise move to a better position. If you can't attack the best target, they should be either no, not light attack, heavy, or skill attack. If you can't hit it, and probably because the game has a hit rate mechanic, like it's not 100% hit rate, so you may fail some attacks. So I will put here low hit rate. Here I will want to use light attacks to increase the exhaustion of my player's unit, because that's the way this game works. You want to increase your hit rate, you can make your enemy more exhausted, so it has less chance of triggering any type of block or parry or anything. So here I'll put use light attacks. To increase player unit exhaustion. There it is. Now, do I need another rule for my AI? I don't think so, at least for now. attack the best target. Yeah. Then I will need to define what's the best target, right? So for now we're good. I can start creating the behavior tree of the AI layer that will control the units and has to take everything that I found here in account. For now, I don't need to tweak the difficulty. I'm creating the hardest difficulty. And here I'm missing an L. Great. And so we can jump to the engine. A ver qué hay en el chat. Oye, los videos que estás grabando de este proyecto están en la página de UNF para poder verlos y aprender todo lo que haces. No, es simplemente el desarrollo de lo que estoy viendo de programación. Probablemente se queden en este canal. Sí, porque lo tendría que editar bastante como para subirlos al otro canal. Así que acá nomás. Right. Okay, so I'll start by creating the behavior tree of my AI player. Here we have AI, we have the controller, and artificial intelligence, behavior tree, AI, let's call it like this, AI layer. The same way that I created this AI player, I will create a behavior, well, a blackboard that will go in the behavior tree. AI player. Here you store any information that a behavior tree needs to have in order for my behavior tree to do something, right? So let's save everything. Let's open the behavior tree. The behavior tree, because the name is the same, should be already using the behavior blackboard. So yeah, it's connected. So the first thing that I want to do is a simple sequence. And in this sequence, I want to wait. Why do I want to wait? Because this waiting should happen whenever my player is playing. So in this case, I really don't want my AI player to do anything. It just needs to wait. Right? So it's very simple. In this case, I will create sequence to select one of these behaviors. And for now, this sequence should play whenever this, well, should wait whenever it's not my turn. So I need a way of knowing if it's this player turn or not. Right, so for now I'm just going to duplicate this, and this should not be a sequence, should be a selector, excuse me. And whatever happens here should only happen if it's the AI turn, right? So I will need to create a decorator to know if it's the player turn or not. So let's just create, well, I could use a Blackboard, but then I would need to set up a Blackboard, so let's not do it that way. Here, there should be the button to create a decorator. Create new decorator, blueprint base, AI enemy, BTD for behavior tree decorator is AI turn. Here in node name, I'm going to just type is AI turn. Yep. And now in functions, I just need to override the condition check AI. Condition check AI, it's as simple as well, in my case, get in my game mode, casting it to my class, should be GM. And in my class, I just need to get, or just type turn and get current team turn. If this is equal to hostile, well, it's the AI turn. That's pretty much it. So we have this hostile. If it's hostile, then it is the AI turn. If it isn't, then it's the player turn. Now we can go to the behavior tree here in this sequence, which probably I will want this to become a selector because there will be a lot of things that you can do whenever you are a AI, right? You can move, you can attack, you can do a lot of stuff. You don't want that to do, you don't want the enemy to do that in a sequential manner. So selector. I just only want to select one of them. So here is my behavior tree. Behavior tree decorator is AI turn. If it's true, should enter here. If not, should go to the sequence and wait for its turn. Now, whenever it changes, this turn changes, I want to immediately stop this waiting. So I will, in observer abort, will choose lower priority. So if we are running this waiting and the turn change, if the turn changes, then I immediately will stop doing whatever behavior I have here, whatever task, and start playing here. So far, so good. In the AI turn, this is where I could create a lot of behaviors like moving. So in this case, this will be like a sequence type of movement because you can move, rotate, and you will want to do that sequentially. One will be moving, move unit. And this could be attack unit. The order is very important. You will see that there are 3, 4, a lot of numbers here. Whatever is on the left goes first. In my case, if my attack unit needs to be near the enemy, it's very important for me to first move the unit. So we move the unit first, then we attack it. And in this case, I only have these two big things that we can do, right? So we only have attack, and then move, or vice versa. Right. Now, we need to choose how or when do we want to move our unit or attack the unit. So before I do anything, probably I will want to choose what to do. And I will create a class that has, or well, not that has, that will decide what these AI players should do, right? Because we have set up our behavior tree this way, when it's the AI turn, this selector will only choose one branch to, or one child to run. So we either select if we decide, if we need to decide what to do, if we need to move the unit or attack the unit. In this case, I don't really need or want to do that. We first need to decide how to do something, and then we can decide if we want to move or attack or whatever. Right. So here I do need to put a sequence, and then here a selector, or better yet, I'm just duplicating stuff. I just need to change this selector, or just put a sequence on top. With the AI turn here, sequence. First, we decide what to do in this sequence, and then we select what do I want to do. And we should have an auto arrange here. There we go. So we have it. We select between doing something in my turn or just waiting in the player turn. Then we have this sequence. We decide what to do, and then we decide which action to take. So far, so good, right? Now, even in this case, I will probably want to move and attack in the same turn. So I might as well change this to a sequence. Just like this. There we go. So now this is looking better, because when the enemy has its own turn, it will decide what to do. Then it will enter this sequence where I will give it where to move and if it should attack or not, right? We will need decorators to choose if this enemy or the enemy that I'm controlling is the one that I want to move, or maybe it doesn't need to move, or maybe it doesn't need to attack. Maybe if we have a skill that reflects the damage, it's better for the enemy just to move away and not attack. Who knows? So I will need decorators on both of these things, right? Now, we need to know which unit we are controlling. So in the Blackboard, I will create a new object. This object will be of the type Sonus unit. There it goes. And this will be the unit to control. Now, this is assuming that this AI player knows who to control before, and that's not exactly the way that I want to handle it, because this behavior tree should define, for example, in this case, where you can choose whichever unit we have here. Right now I'm doing a random, if I remember correctly, right? On unit selection, select a unit. It's just a random node. So probably I need to make a better decision on how to use these enemies. So I need two things here. A unit to control, which will be selected before, and also the possible units to control. So this should be on top if I can change it. I cannot, so it's okay. This this should also be a Sonus type. Sonus unit. Save it. And in the behavior tree, is AI turn. Deciding what to do should decide who should I pick, right? So I should have a task on the possible units that I can control, and these possible units to control should be an array. Can I make it into array? I should have, right? No, it doesn't seem so. It's fine. We can do this um this calculation in another place. So I won't create the that key because it, or was it clicking here? No. Yeah. No, it seems you cannot make an array. I mean, usually you don't really need an array, so that's the first time I have encountered this type of problem. Yeah, but I'm already selecting it on the AI controller. Might as well use or add the logic, some logic here. So that is something that I didn't add here. So might as well add it. Choose which unit would be best to control. There it is. Great. So with that, right now I'm just choosing a random unit. We can work on which unit should be the best. Probably the most naive approach to this type of problem is just select the nearest unit and be done with it. Like the nearest unit to another enemy, that's the one we select. Could be. Could be a little heavy to calculate that, but I mean, the magic of a strategy game is that you have time to calculate all of this stuff. For now, I will leave it at random. It's good enough. And it's not that important. At least for now, it's more important for me to move and to attack and to do the skills to deal damage. Right. Oh, and I can close this and this. Yeah, like this. Right, so we have in consideration that we already know which unit to control because this is already selecting a unit. Right, select a unit, assign turn. Perfect. After assigning the turn, what I will do is get the blackboard and set up the key that we just received. So set value as object. Could even be set value as actor, I believe, no? Platinum, we can get the value as actor, but we can set it as object, doesn't matter. The object that I want to set up is the unit that has been selected. And I'm doing it after assigning the turn, so we can actually play around after assigning this turn. Oh, and possessing it already has... Okay, if I possess it, then... Okay, if I'm possessing it, then I can add this part, not to when we assign it, but when we possess a unit. Here, possess. There it goes. And unit to possess, well, will be the object of the unit we're controlling. Save. And I will have an error because the key is as an object. Oh, the key name. The key name. We'll just make a literal name. Call it the same as the Blackboard. Unit to control. There it is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now with this, our Blackboard gets the value, which means our behavior tree knows which unit do I want to control. Now, probably, I only want to do this if my unit to control is valid. So, is AI turn? I will also add a new decorator that is just called Blackboard. On results change, we will abort lower priority, the same as the AI turn. And we are asking if the key, if this unit to control key is set. If it is set, it will enter this part. If it is not, then again, waiting game here. With that, we decide what to do. We move the unit, we attack the unit. Pretty easy. For now, let's just skip to for the decide what to do. I want to create the same behavior that I already have, which is just making the unit come to me and attacking, or well, just coming near the early the the nearest enemy and just attacking it. Right? I have that code here. No. Yeah, here, attack the target. So we just need to do the same. We run an EQUS query. So the move unit, run EQS query. And for me to move the unit, it will be better instead of just determine it here, which or where should I should I towards which unit should I move to? That's what I wanted to say. Instead of doing it here, I'll just put move to. And this will ask for a location in the form of a Blackboard key, which here it is. I want to create my own location. Vector place to move to. save it. And here in the behavior tree, move to, and just choose the place to move to. Pretty simple. We just need to determine where is this place to move to. So I will reconnect that decide what to do. I will connect my EQS query here, and here the Blackboard key is the context that is going to run the EQS query. I want to run it around the unit that is controlling my AI player, so the AI unit. So here I put unit to control. That's why it's very important to know that this unit to control key is set correctly. Now I will select the EQS query. To find the nearest enemy, this is an EQS that I created before. It's just asking if the other, it's asking for all the actors inside the radius of 2000. From those actors, I'm asking if the team attitude is hostile. So if it's hostile to me and I'm the enemy, then the player is the one that is hostile to me, right? And this also gets rid of anything that is not implementing the interfaces needed for me to get that information, right? After that, after filtering, we're not scoring, we're just filtering actors that are the enemy. We just get the length that is nearest. So we prefer the nearest type of enemy that we have. And this is using the path length, so it uses the nav mesh. It's not just a distance comparison. It's based on the actual nav mesh and how much would the path cost. Let's go back to the behavior tree. I'm running the EQS, and with the EQS, this unit to control, okay, the result Blackboard key, it shouldn't be the unit to control. It should be the nearest enemy, right? Because query config, I can put the no, I don't need to set up, at least for now, parameters. We could set up parameters to change the radius that right now is hard coded, which is 2000. Single best item. Yeah, this is the result. I didn't see that here. Here it just says Blackboard key. Here it says result Blackboard key. This is going to give me the nearest enemy. So I will create, or I can duplicate this unit to control. I cannot duplicate this unit to control. Control C, Control V. No, doesn't work. Okay, I cannot duplicate it. So let's just create another one. Unit or enemy unit to attack. I'm not calling it the nearest enemy unit because that EQS can change. Maybe if I'm a range type of unit, I want to attack the farthest one away. So I'm just calling it enemy unit to attack. Enemy unit to attack. This is an object. The type should be the type of my unit, which is a Sonus unit. And here, let's go back to the behavior tree and change the result for the new key that I have created. This key, I will be using it to get the position, right? By now, after running this EQS will run here, then this other sequence, because we're inside a sequence, will run, it will move to this part, and then it will try to attack to another part. I just need to move to a place. If I just change this vector key to my enemy, it will kind of work. Let me just remove my attack target test event. And here, let me save everything just in case something crashes. You never know. So we will play with Alt P. And here I cannot find matching actors. That's all right. If I pass, I should have. Oh, okay. It's nothing is happening because I have not triggered the behavior tree in my AI controller. Yeah, and don't worry about this. Access none, blackboard value, set value. Okay. Yeah, I have not set up my blackboard and I have not set up my behavior tree. Here we have type behavior tree. Run behavior tree and we can select our behavior tree. And Blackboard, we can use Blackboard. The target is self. The Blackboard asset will be this Blackboard. And then we have the Blackboard component. If we then call get Blackboard, we should be able to get this Blackboard that we have used. Right, so I only want to set this up. And possess, nah, from the start. I'm just going to make a little delay. Oh, no, it's okay. Because in total, I only have one AI controller enemy player. Right? I do. Or not. I do need to check that. Unit. I'm not defaulting to an enemy player here, right? Possess. Controller. AI controller. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I only have one AI controller enemy player. Perfect. Yeah, so might as well in the begin play. I want that behavior tree to be running just in case I need to do some calculations on the player's turn. Just in case. So here a little sequence just to differentiate the events that I need to tie, which is fine if they are first, and then we can use the Blackboard. Let me just put it a little bit on top. Right, now let's see if it works. We should have only one enemy player. Perfect. It is waiting. Perfect. It is their turn and it's moving immediately to that place. I'm never finishing the turn and you can see that my character is attacking even though it's not their turn. This happens because it's a mechanic in our game. We don't want our players to be too long, hanging around too long in front of other enemies, so they just attack you, just like in Valkyria Chronicles. So we decide what to do. We run the EQS query. We just move to that place. And if you would want an EQS similar to this one, you can skip this one. Get whatever is nearest to you. And then compare the results to see if there are enemies or not. Great. Now, we are moving to the location, and after that, we want to attack. Here, we are just... how are we doing it? Finish the result. It's getting the weapon min range, max range, and then move to that place. We rotate it to that location, and we do a light attack. So I'm going to create a task that is only about attacking. And we should be able to choose if it's a light attack, if it's a heavy attack, and then probably I will create a task for skills. So this should be a task. This will be, whoops, a behavior tree task attack target. Attack target unit. Perfect. Which is the unit that we want to attack? Well, it is this key, this enemy unit to attack. So in this case, I want, well, first I want to define the name. So when I use it, it's not going to be seen like this, which I don't really like. So here in the node name, I'll just type attack target unit. Let's override the execute AI. Here we will do all of our stuff to attack the player, but we do need to know the value of that key that we have in the Blackboard. And I want to set it up in a way that we can reuse this node very easily. So in my behavior tree, no, this is the decorator. This is the task. Do I need the game mode? I really don't need it. So in the task variables, this will be a Blackboard key selector. This will be the unit to attack. And I will open the eye so it's instance editable. Save it, compile it, and in the behavior tree here, we can use this task, attack target unit. Here it is. It's asking me for a unit to attack. I will select the enemy unit to attack. Now inside this task is the thing that I need to do in order for my player, or well, my AI player, to make the enemy that it's controlling attack. The way I'm doing it, first I'm rotating it to wherever the target is. So might as well just copy and paste this. And then I'm doing a light attack, right? So for now, I'll just rotate it and see if it is working. Let's open again the task. This is very simple. It's an actor rotation. We're getting the control pound. In this case, this control pound is not the one that I need. It's this one, get control pound. And now here in the, again, this get control pound should be this one. We get the actor location of the control pound. We find the lookout rotation. We start from the control pound to the target. The target found should be this unit to attack. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the value as an actor. Because we know anything that goes inside the map is an actor. And my unit are inside the map, so it is an actor. From that actor, we get the location. From there, we get the rotation. And this is making it so my control pound looks toward the enemy. So let's see. If we don't connect this, our enemy just goes to the enemy and stays there. If we connect it, oh, that error is getting on my nerves. If we connect it, then our enemy goes there and rotates towards it. Now we just need it for it to attack. To attack, I set up a very simple system where I just call a interface function, which is called do light attack, and just pass it to my pound, and it will do it. So from that task, from this control pound, and just so you don't need to be connecting it to the same part, we could create a variable here, remote to variable, control pound, And now we can reuse it here. It's a lot cleaner, I believe. Control pound here. Yeah, that's better. Control pound, and here again we will use it, get control pound, well, the variable called control pound, and just do light attack. Pretty simple. And whenever we play, and let's just put it in the big screen, whenever we play, the enemy comes towards me and does the light attack. That's pretty good. Now it's working like I had it before, but we have a system that we can extend a lot easier than if we just worked here in my AI controller. And we can mix and match a lot of stuff, right? Right now this is deactivated, right? Yes. Yeah, so I've been at this like 52 minutes. Time for a little break. So let me just pause the timer and here call it break. And I'm going to get up and read a little bit of the chat. It says, "Hey, I'm Ray, your new stream. Hope you are doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's coming together." And I had another message. Oh, here it is. Oye, pero entré a ver tus videos que tienes aquí en la página de YouTube, pero no están todos y la verdad me gustaría aprender este tipo de mecánicas. O igual me podrías dar una clase de personalizadas, no te vendría mal un dinerito extra. No, no vendría mal un dinerito extra, pero no tengo tiempo. Tengo que avanzar con este vertical slice y ahorita no estamos con los tiempos como para hacer clases. En el canal tarde o temprano vamos a poner más tutoriales de AI. El tema con eso es que hay que planearlos bien, como para que queden entendibles. Ahorita lo estoy haciendo a la volada y me estoy corrigiendo en varias cosas. Así que probablemente pase esto que estoy haciendo de una forma mucho más resumida. Si es que encuentro una forma de presentarlo mejor. Yeah, so it's a good idea after being sit down like an hour to get up a little bit and walk. Or I'll be back. I'm going for a little bit of water. Okay, can continue. It's been a good break. And if my brother pops up and interrupts me, well, it was bound to happen eventually. Let's continue with the AI combat system. So where were we? Well, the system just chooses any enemy at random, and then, oh, why didn't hit? Okay, maybe it was too near. Yeah, it is too close. Moves the enemy, makes it rotate towards the target, and attacks the target. Right now, the thing about this is that you run into an issue, and just to reproduce it, I'm going to, here in the light attack, I'll just add a delay, and then I'm going to end the turn, which should be get control pawn, cast to BT unit, and turn, and the unit turn. This is not how we will end the turn. Probably we will end the turn here as its own task. So for now, this is just testing. If I got near a bunch of, and let me do it in the big screen. If I got near a bunch of units, and in this particular way, this is the nearest unit, so it will come here to second, it passes, and ends its turn. Now I can move my unit. Okay, so what's happening right now? And why does my enemy just stands? Let's do it like this. The first round, or the first decision that the AI player made was moving this enemy here and attacking. It did attack me, it was successful, and then it ended the turn. Pretty simple. Now it's this unit's turn. And it will try to do the same. It will ask who is the other enemy that is nearest me. And it's this one. And it will try to get there, but it is trying to get here. And this position is blocked by this other actor. So it's not reachable for this one. Because it's not reachable, it's never getting there. And because it's not getting there, it's not attacking my character. We need to calculate a good position for this actor to attack my player whenever we have this type of situations. So instead of giving this, here we're using the move to, and here what we're actually attacking. Are we actually attacking? I mean, this move to failed. And here, instead of giving it the enemy unit to attack, I must give it a location. A location near the range of attack. Also, that way, you don't need to get too near the other unit. You just need to get in range of your actual attack, right? Pretty simple. Now, because my movement is dependent on my stamina, if I run out of stamina, then I shouldn't be able to move. I need to calculate where do I need to move before moving. So if I'm going to move here, because this spot is already used, it's already blocked by an actor, then I need to find a spot that will actually fit me, and then will actually take in consideration the stamina that my enemy will have. And that's pretty much the thing that I need to do now. Find good positions for my enemy to stand there and move. Pretty good. Now, how should I go about it? Well, using an environment query system could be the way to go. I could, and let me just delete a little bit of this stuff. What I could do is generate points. Generate points all around my target, right? This is my target, and I will generate points around it. And I will choose the point that best suits the range of my weapon. I mean, it would be even better if the range of these points is the actual range of the weapon. Would be a lot better. But we will see if we can trick it like that or not. But that's the main idea now, is generating points around the target and then choosing one that will fit my character. Right. So this is still running. Place to move to, invalid enemy, you need to attack. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird because I already changed the name of this one. Okay. Let's not worry too much about it for now. And I do want to fix the error that keeps popping up about the actor lock-on. Should be a very easy fix, but let's just leave it like that for now. Right. In deciding what to do, I will need to define. Okay, I'm already defining who's the nearest enemy to attack, and I want to know if I can reach that enemy and where should I position myself. So, two things. If I can reach it, well, no, first, where to position myself, and then if I can reach it with the stamina that I have. If I don't have stamina, I should still try to get near that point. So I need to feel this place to move to, because that's the actual key that I will use, which is just a position inside the map, and move to that place. And after that, if I'm in range, I should attack. If I'm not in range, then I should end my turn. That's pretty good, right? So this here, at the end of this sequence, I should have a task that ends the turn, which it's going to be the same type of code. So I'm just going to cut it. This task needs to end, which is something that I didn't do before. And probably, let me just put it like this. Probably this is why it's ending the turn, but it's stuck on that task. I need to finish the task. Finish, execute. And if I reach here, it's a success. If I reach here, then it's not a success. And yeah, let's just play it. And we should not be, we should not have any problem now, except the one that I mentioned before. Okay, so what happened here? Oh, they placed to move. For now, I just want this to test it, so I know that it is working correctly. It's very important to finish the tasks that you created. Okay, I get hit. I choose this one. I get farther from the enemies. That one, what's happening with that one? It's here. It didn't finish the execute. Now I'm surprised. Here I'll put none. Hit finishes the execute. Perfect. This should mean that my turn should stop being here. Okay, I need to remove the unit to control the set, and also this should give me a false type of value, unless it's not entering here for some reason, which what? I mean, it did run the finish execute, receive execute, finish execute. Okay, I will just I will just remove this part. I'm just going to create the task that I needed to create and see if that task is running, which should be here. I will create another task that will only just end the turn. Pretty simple. End unit turn. This will get the blackboard. Should it get the blackboard? Yeah, it should. Blackboard key selector. Oh, well, no, not really. If I'm ending this unit turn, then might as well use the controlled pound. So yeah, going to override it here, execute AI, the control pound. I'm going to cast it to blueprint unit. There it is. This will end the unit turn. And when I end the unit turn, I also want to clear the values of the blackboard. So I will get the blackboard, and the values of the blackboard that I want to clear is the place to move to, and the unit to control, and the enemy unit to attack. The unit to control, I'm handling it in the AI controller. So when when this AI controller enemy unpossesses the current unit, then it it should end the it should change the value inside the blackboard. I'm just checking that the unpossess and unit turn. I'm pretty sure here is unit available, not anymore. If it's the player controller, hide it, and then I just end the unit turn, and here we unpossess it. Pretty good. If we're unpossessing it, then here in the controller I can use, just like I use the event on possess, I can use the unpossess. And in the unpossess, it will be a good idea to put my possess and unpossess events very near each other. Like this. We can do the same here. Set value, or well, not really set value. We can clear. Which one? Where's my L? Clear value. We clear the value, and the name is unit to control. Pretty good. Pretty good. Unit to control, enemy unit to attack. That should end, or that should be cleared when the any end unit turn happens. So I will clear this. Clear value enemy, well, make literal enemy, and it will be a good idea to copy and paste the name. Enemy unit to attack. There it is. We end the turn, we clear values. It's a good idea to clear your values. And now, let's see if this works. After attacking the unit, we want to end the unit turn. And it seems that in my... Oh. This end unit turn is using the parent class of the attack. This should not be the case. Seems I created it too fast. Here parent class should be behavior, no, just task. This one. Data loss, yeah, don't worry about it. And here I can rename it to end control unit turn. For now, I'll just remove this. Finish execute. And did I save everything? Can I refresh this? Otherwise, I'll just create it again. No biggie. End unit turn, and control units turn. Pretty good, pretty good. Save, and let's test it. Yeah, right now it's in the sequence on top. I will end return. It's moving towards a place, it's attacking the unit. After 2 seconds, it should end the control unit's turn. Right. Now this ending, again, I did not put a finish execute, so I do need to put that. Finish execute. And this is a success. If for whatever reason the control unit is not a unit, this should be a fail. And well, not even that, it should abort. Let's compile and save it, and let's test it again. Moves around, goes to attack the unit, ends its turn, and it should be out of it. Let me open the debug, the debug menu, which is very useful. Why cannot? Why do I? What's happening? Here, am I able to? There it is. Okay, I'll pass. If I want to see the behavior tree, it should tell me. Let me just run it again. And when I pass, I will press on it. There it is. Sequence attack. Yeah, it is working correctly. So why should I have a problem here whenever the second unit gets controlled? Let's see. First unit works. Accept. End. And this unit is stuck. Brain component, behavior tree, behavior inactive, active task, none. Should I run the behavior tree? Am I not possessing it correctly? Also, I'm possessing the first target, but okay, let's. Oh, and now these errors are from another system that I messed around before coming here, so I don't think that's the issue. I will fix it as soon as I fix this. And just to know, because I only have one AI controller that gets unpossessed multiple times, I'm going to use the tick value, the tick event. I'm just going to print who am I possessing. Get controlled on display name. Now in the duration, I just want 0 because otherwise my screen will be flooded with messages. There I should be seeing a print string here. Yeah. Yeah, but it's none. That's all right. Okay, so whenever this is valid, oops. Whenever this is valid, I will print this. Now I'll be very surprised if this is never valid. Test unit class, test unit, and why is it not printing on the screen? Or I didn't saw it and I'm... It's not printing. What? Or the tick in this class is not firing every second. Okay, I'll put duration too. Let's see how my screen gets spammed with it. Nothing. Okay, it may be possible that one of the other members disabled the print. So I will just have to check the log. The log is here, by the way. Yeah, so it is working. It ends, and then it stops printing. Perfect. I accept. I end. And it is possessing another unit, right? Yeah. Test 4, test unit 4, test unit 7. Yep, yeah. There are different units. How can I make it reevaluate? This should be it. Especially if I have finished the execute. I really don't want to use the isAI turn and just use both, because this could cancel something if I end the turn too prematurely. And I don't want that. But let's see if this works. Maybe it does. Okay, good. Not working. And I bet it's not even... Oh, it is. I'll just take a quick bathroom break. I'll try to solve this. Probably I will solve this error just in case it is messing with something. I don't think so, but better. Okay, let's continue. And I'm wondering if this error that pops up here, which happens when I pass, I pass my turn and something hits, and then like I have an access none from detach from actor, clear lock on. Let me see what's happening here. When is this happening? When I end the turn. Here I have my blueprint debugger. This is called by the end turn. I mean, it's okay, but it's giving me errors. Actor to lock on. That's good. We set the actor to lock on. And we detach the target lock actor ref. Yeah, I just need to validate this, and this is fine. It has nothing to do with the actual problem. It's valid. Yeah, no longer have the issue. Yeah, but that's not it. That's not my main issue. My main issue is this AI going to dock it to the sidebar, dock it to the sidebar. And I'm going to put it like this. It's not the AI turn. It's not doing anything. Perfect. I pass my turn. Moving, target, ends the control unit turn, and is staying there. I don't know why. The funny thing is that if I put another task there, like let's say a wait task, and let's just put 5 seconds for now, is that if I play here, I end my turn, it does its stuff, the end controlled unit turn, what? Is stuck? Doesn't go to the wait? But why? If I'm executing the finish. Unless it's coming here, but I don't think so. Yeah, I did finish the execute. And if I put proceed, that's so weird. Just in case something did change. I'm this close on changing my behavior tree approach to to the state tree. This close. Maybe behavior tree task. Behavior tree stack on task even after finish execute. Sequence is not moving on to the next task. I have finished executing the current task and it does get executed, but the sequence is still stuck. Okay, let's see the video. Or am I missing something? Right, seems like the same issue. Is that Is it that decorator on the sequence now? Yes, our decorator not intended to use the sequence now. You can use decorator, but what do you mean? Not what I was looking. Need to call finish execute. It's successful. It's true. This fails, prevents trigger, finish execute. I don't think something changed in this system. I had my sequence and selector backwards. Sequence, well, it's a sequence inside a sequence inside a sequence, which all of them are fulfilled correctly. Finish execute, which it does work because I get here. What I can do actually is doing something like this: a sequence, just so my finish execute is not after after a cast, which could lead to problems if the cast is not successful. Although I did put a finish abort just in case. But this, the end turn, I do want it to finish. Now let's see. I don't know why it would work like this, but not the other way around. I wouldn't know why. And control unit strong. And I'm still stuck there. And whenever I pass, I mean, it's even more frustrating because this is AI turn. Should give me a false value. And this unit to control is set also should give me a value. Look. None place to move to unit to attack is invalid. So why? Why? Okay. Let's just try to where's my behavior tree window? Here's my behavior tree window. Let me just close everything, open it back again, and see what's happening. Little water. Come on, open. End the turn. Well, now you see that my print strings are actually working. It's still stuck there. Mother. This should fail. Dude, it should fail this. And if this doesn't fail, this should fail also. Let's just stop it. I'm just going to set it up as both also. What can I do? It's not their turn because the team turn is friendly. That's all right. That's okay. Get name enemy 3AP friendly. Something's happening here. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's an error here or what. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This should abort both. Unit. That unit. Mm. If I put the wait first and then I wait again, do that does something? Wait 5 seconds. Perfect, comes here and stays. Okay, something inside this task is cursed. And because whenever I find something that is cursed, I'll just delete it and create it again. Doesn't make sense to be in this predicament. It may be because the parent class changed. Could be. I really don't know. But let's just create another task. Let's see if that works correctly or not. I mean, it's not a perfect system. Might as well try to work around it. And I will do it in a different way, just in case. So what I'm gonna do is end and turn already exists. Will I delete it? Would it make sense to be end target unit? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Let's just delete this. Oh, there's a reference. Tough luck. Yeah, I do need to run the fix redirectors. No, don't delete it. Don't delete it. Cancel, cancel. Fix up redirectors. Now can I create a task with the same name? Okay, I have created the correct parent for this task. And unit. Perfect. Perfect. Save. Functions. Execute AI. Perfect. The name and unit turn. Excellent. I just need to cast to the blueprint unit. From here, and units turn. And let's clear the Blackboard value of the, what was it? The enemy unit to attack. Yeah, 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 yeah. From the controller, I will get the Blackboard. From the Blackboard, I will get the clear value. And the literal name is this one. There it is. We finish the execution as a success. Pretty good, pretty good. Save it, compile it, and let's test it. This should work. This must work. Come on. I redid it. Here just to check in unit turn. Perfect. And now let's test it in the map. I'll pass. My print is working. Wait. We end the unit turn after the wait. And it's still stuck there. Okay, so something inside here is doing something that makes it so this doesn't run. And it could be the clearing of values. Let's check it. Could be. I mean, it's not the best place because clearing this value should, no, it doesn't really affect my logic. But let's see. Let's go step by step by step. And I really don't need the 5 seconds. I mean, it's too much. 1 second, more than enough. End the turn, and I need to get rid of the of those print messages. Wait. Okay. Still stuck here. Okay, I'll remove the end unit turn. I can do it. No biggie. Even though it's the main thing that I want to do there, but okay. No big deal. Let's test it. It's just a function that does nothing. A task that does nothing. And it works. So is the end unit turn that is doing something that messes up with my AI player. And I mean, this is unpossessing, I believe, right? End unit turn, unit is not available, and we end the unit and we unpossess the target. Now, because I am possessing, does this mean that the tree is not valid anymore? It seems so, because it gets stuck. Food's here. That's good. Yeah, so the problem is this unpossessed. I'm very, very sure of it. Now, what I want to know is that if I unpossess my AI controller with here, can I possess a default pawn? Spawn AI from class, default pawn. I mean, I could create an AI from class to possess as a dummy, so this can continue, right? Because that's the thing that is making everything not work. Let's see if this work. Possess spawn AI from class. I will just do an empty pawn, just like that. No behavior tree. No behavior tree. I'll just spawn a Control H, spawn actor plus. It will be a pawn. The spawn transform, I don't care. I just want to know if I need to possess something for my, let me test it here, for my tree to not break. And if that's true, no, the possession, it's is breaking it. But I eventually will want to unpossess. What a problem. I mean, I could make it not possess the actual value. I need to investigate how it works, or what does it mean for my behavior tree. After I'm possessing oh, here it is. For sure someone had this problem before. Oh, in this version. For sure this is empty. Yeah, pushes no longer exist, I believe. Miscode to the rescue. This is by design. When a pawn is unpossessed, its controller logic gets cleared up. The fact that it was working pre 4.0 was an oversight. There are two things you could do to address this. Call run behavior tree for every newly possessed pawn. Override AI controller unpossessed in your custom AI controller class to bypass the logic clearing code. Okay, say no more fun. So whenever I possess, I run the target. Okay, so I won't be able to run logic inside my unit turn. Yeah, it's okay. If that's by design, I didn't knew about it because I've never had this type of logic needed. So let me just remove this extra possessing around. I mean, I could possess the player again or an empty pawn again if I wanted to run logic in this in the behavior tree. But I mean, it's fine. If I end the turn, then for sure it should stop doing whatever it was doing. It's fine. It's not really that much of a big deal. Right, so let me fix it and then I can go eat. AI controller. Tick, I don't need it. It's a pain in the butt. But here we should have the unpossess, and whenever I possess something, I will put this code that I was using for the blackboard. I'm going to add a sequence here, or I can put it here because here I'm setting something related to the behavior tree. Possess, we use the blackboard, we run it again, and let's see if it works. Should work for the first one as it was happening before, and it should work the second time. It's working the second time. Okay, that's something that I didn't knew that was happening. I mean, never crossed my mind, and in all the things that I have programmed with AI, usually one pawn has one controller and one behavior tree. So yeah, I never ran into this issue before, but now it should work for every end. That's good. That's really good to know. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of the attack target. Should I get rid of it? Mm, yeah, I should. I should get rid of it. I should get rid of it. It's not the way to do it. All or most of my logic of AI, I want to create it inside the tree or in the behavior trees. In the behavior tree tasks and decorators and services and everything. So that's a good starting point for my AI. Let's view the changes and push them, and then I'll take a break to go eat. Probably I will come back after a few hours. Submit. I move the a created AI layer and move the attacking logic to the behavior tree. Also, backfix validate validated validated value when validated the lock on actor value when was throwing issues when you pass the turn without locking on to someone to a unit. That's good. That's good. Submit. Okay, so I'll take a break. I'll eat something, drink some water, and also walk around. Again, it's not good to be seated too long. So I will see you in a couple of